What's up, guys? Lone Driver Mike again, bringing you another video. And guys, in this video we're gonna talk about Chipotle. Now I had a couple issues last night with them, so let me go over that with you and let me explain what's going on with them and what I did and what other people are saying about them. So let me go ahead and explain that to you guys. So I ended up getting 2 orders from them yesterday. I work downtown, so there's actually 2 Chipotles that people can order from off the Doordash app. There's one on Capitol Mall, and there's one by Sutterville Road, kind of by Freeport area, Sutterville Freeport area. So there's one over there. So the most of the orders I get are actually on Capitol Mall, because people will like order the closest one or whatever DoorDash advertises, that's the one that they click on. But the other one is on Sutterville. You can actually order from that one as well, but I think you have to make sure you have to put in Chipotle Sutterville, and then it'll pop up. So make sure you guys order from that one, and let me explain why. So yesterday I ended up getting 2 Chipotle orders. The first one happened kind of during the dinner rush, but at the same time, if you've ever been to Chipotle, it only takes about 2, 3, maybe at most 5 minutes to make your order, or less than that. I mean, when you get to Chipotle, you get in line, you say, oh, I want a burrito. Boom. What kind of tortilla? Bam. What kind of meat? What kind of beans? What kind of cheese? Boom, boom, boom. It's all there. It's all like, I mean, the food is made. The food is hot. All they have to do is literally get a spoon, scoop it, put it there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, any cilantro? You want avocado? You want this? You want that? Or guacamole? We charge $2. It's done. It's done within, like, I would say 2 minutes. It's that quick. It's the fastest Mexican restaurant out there. I guarantee you. It's faster than Taco Bell. So, knowing that fact, you think that if you order from Chipotle on the Doordash app, you're thinking you should get your order within maybe 30 minutes, maybe even less than that, depending on how close you live, if there's a lot of traffic. I stay downtown, so I'm there within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on where I am downtown. And if there is a rush hour, usually around 5-ish. I mean, even though I'm like maybe 2 miles away or 3 miles away from the restaurant, when there is traffic, it does take a little bit of time, but at most, it'll take me about 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes tops, right? So, okay, so it takes me about 10 minutes. They get the Chipotle order, or they get the online order, the DoorDash order. I don't know how they receive it. I asked them last night, dude, do you guys get the tablet? She said, I don't know. So I don't know what that was about, but most restaurants, they actually get the tablet. So the tablet, it'll notify you when you get the order, and then you confirm, and then that's when you start making it. So most restaurants get the tablet. But regardless, if you get the order, you're supposed to make it as soon as possible. So that's besides the fact. Not only are you supposed to make it right away, Chipotle is quick, it's fast, the food is ready. It's not like, oh, the kitchen's backed up, or oh, we ran out of beef, or we ran out of chicken, or that stuff doesn't happen. The food is there, it's ready. You know what I'm saying? The food is laid out. The ingredients is, the menu's right there. Most people that go to Chipotle, they either want a burrito bowl or a burrito. Or I think they have salad, taco salad or something. But it's always a burrito or a burrito bowl. So you get there, you already know what you want. And if not, they have the ingredients is right there. It's like, oh, I want a burrito bowl with chicken. Oh, give me some cheese. You know, or whatever they want, lettuce, whatever they want. They put it in there, boom. It's done within 2 minutes or less. So when you order off the Chipotle app, you should get your order within 30 minutes. It should not take longer than 30 minutes. But because DoorDash is DoorDash, they tell every customer about an hour, which is appropriate, but actually it shouldn't take more than an hour with Chipotle, right? So when I got at that Chipotle, all right, I don't even wait in line. I go straight to the line and I pay for the order right away. I told him, okay, Doordash for whatever name I forgot. I paid for the order. I waited or whatever. I was getting the utensils, napkins. I went back over there. I said, oh, not ready yet. I see all these people coming. Okay. But the thing is, it takes 2 minutes to make a burrito. 2 minutes to make a burrito bowl. So let's say if they have like 4 items, you know, at most it's not gonna take that long. And plus they should have made it, they should have had it going already. As far as I was concerned, it didn't look like they even started it, or they didn't even finish it. They didn't even finish it, or did they even start it yet? They didn't even start it yet. So this was kind of a concern to me, because as of recently I've been waiting extra long at Chipotle, and I'm like, this shouldn't be happening. This is Chipotle, the fastest Mexican restaurant in the world. You get there, you order it, you get it within 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. It's faster than Taco Bell, for crying out loud. So I'm like, I sat down and I'm thinking about this. I'm like, am I being aggressive by not, you know, making a scene about this? Because this, to me, it's not adding up. I know you have customers coming in, but you got this order 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes ago. Why is this order not done yet? Why are you guys not making the order? So I was kind of creating a scene. I said, hey, are you guys starting this order yet? And something, and they said, yeah, sir, it's busy and this and that. We're making it. I said, what the heck? So, I mean, and I was looking, you can look, I mean, they make it right there in front of you. So I was looking for like a burrito, and as far as I was concerned, they weren't even making the order yet. They were not making the customer's food yet. And at this point, my blood is boiling, and I'm thinking, why are they not making the order? So finally, I'm like, and I saw an older dude, he kind of buff. He's like, hey, have you been helped yet? And because I kind of was like sitting at the table, kind of like not being like up front and being like, hey, okay, where's my order? I was just sitting at the table patiently. I'm like, all right, whatever. But after 10 minutes go by, I'm looking at the line, and I'm looking at the people prepare everything, and they helped about, I would say, about 10 to 15 people. Like boom, boom, boom. They ordered, boom, they got it. Out the door, out the door, out the door, out the door. At least 10 people. But after they came after me, and they were gone before I left. I said, wait a minute. I was looking around. Maybe they were getting a bag ready. No, my order was not being prepared, not being made at all. This alarmed me. Not only did this alarm me, this started to really piss me off. This started to get under my blood. So not only did they not start the order when they received it, when I arrived and paid for it, they didn't even start it right away. After 5, almost 7, 10 minutes, they still didn't even start on my Doordash or that customer's order. And it was maybe like 2 burritos. And I was getting mad. So finally I went over there. I threw up my hands. I said, what's going on, you know? I said, what's going on? They said, what's your order? I said, I'm with Doordash. This order should have been done a long time ago. And he said, yeah, we're making it now. So I said, and you know, I kind of made a scene. I said, I've been waiting for 10 minutes. It takes 2 minutes to make the burrito. It takes another 2 minutes to make another burrito. That takes at most 5 minutes to bag it up, put everything in there. I have the utensils, napkins ready in my hand. What's going on? And, you know, he just said, oh, sorry, we're making it. And finally, I kind of just made a slight scene. I said, man, I've been waiting 10 minutes. You telling me you haven't even started my order yet? He's like, well, it's being made. I said, that's BS. I came in here 10 minutes ago. Why is it not ready? You guys didn't even start making it yet. And I was pissed. You know, and I kind of raised my voice, and I had other people stare at me. And I said, look, I've been waiting 10 minutes. I still have to deliver the food. And so I was pissed. I left. I ended up getting a parking ticket. And I dropped it off at the Sacramento jail, which is not that far away, but it's like about 2 miles away. It's close to the Amtrak station. So, it was late. It was late, not a lot, maybe like 5 minutes. So I was late because the Chipotle decided not to even start my order. They didn't even start it when they received it. They didn't even start making it when I even arrived. It's like they didn't care. They didn't want to make it. Like they wanted to wait till the last minute to start making my order. And like they almost waited for everyone to clear out. I said, I know you have customers here, but I was before that customer that ordered on DoorDash ordered a while ago. You know what I'm saying? They ordered like at least 15, 20 minutes ago, almost 30 minutes ago. Why is this order not complete? You know? They're like, well, we have customers here. I said, no. That order, first come, first serve. That customer ordered 20, 30 minutes ago. That's unacceptable. You know, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Going through a car wash.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, cool. Thank you. Sorry about that. So yeah, this was unacceptable. So the first time that was late. That was going to the Sacramento jail. So, and it's cool with Sacramento jail, you know, you go in, they don't have you check in, they don't have you run up, go here, there, whatever. I just say, oh, this is for Bill, this is for Tom, or whatever. And they're so nice about it, the sheriffs or the police or whatever, they're so nice about it. They're like, okay, cool, I'll give it to whoever. So it's awesome, it's quick and fast. But I was late. So, and I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. So I'm like, I was a little bit frustrated. Later on in the night, I ended up getting another Chipotle. So I almost declined it, but I said, you know what, let me accept it. Because I want to apologize to them, but at the same time, I want to state why I was upset. So, I accepted it as a dasher because I need to make money, but as a man and as a responsible adult, I wanted to explain myself why I was upset last time. So I accepted it. Right? I get there, you know, now it's slower, it's not as busy. So I'm like, okay, it should be ready. Right? There was no customers. It was slow. It was like after 8 o'clock, it dies down. So it wasn't busy. So I'm like, okay, well, they're not busy, so there's no excuse. Should be done. I got there. I paid for it. She said she saw me. She remembered me from last time. She's like, oh, you're back again. I said, yep. I paid for it. I didn't say nothing. You know, I said, is it ready? She said, no. And she finally said, you're 15 minutes early. I said, what? I looked at her, and I saw the dude staring at me. I saw the other older dude kind of staring at me, talking amongst each other, you know, probably saying something about me, like, oh, that's the guy last time he got mad, this and that, or that's the Doordash or something. You know, gossiping about me, you know what I'm saying? And she straight up said, yeah, you're about 15 minutes early. We're not even supposed to make this order yet. I looked at her, I said, wait, what? She's like, yeah, that's what DoorDash told us. We're not supposed to make the order yet because you're early and we have a time frame and all that. I said, time frame? I'm like, you guys aren't even, there's no customers in the restaurant. Why are you not making the order? She's like I said, you're 15 minutes early, sir. And I'm like, yeah, last time I waited over 10 minutes and I got a parking ticket. She's like, well, it was busy. I said, yeah, well, it was busy, but you guys can finish my order in 2 minutes. Why didn't you just finish it when you received the order? Why didn't you make it when I walked into the restaurant and paid for the order? Once I walk into the restaurant and pay for it, that should be automatically, oh shit, we forgot to make it. Let's make it real quick. He's here now. The DoorDash order. He's got to deliver it. Let's not be late for this order. It's a customer. That customer is their customer also. They're ordering Chipotle. DoorDash doesn't sell food. You know what I'm saying? They use the DoorDash platform, but that's not their food. DoorDash doesn't sell food. DoorDash is a platform that you get on and you order from. So if you order Chipotle and it's late, it's either the driver's fault, you know, he's messing around, or it's the restaurant's fault. They're not making the orders fast enough, or they're backed up, or whatever. So finally I said, wait a second. I said, I have never heard this before. And I told him, I've been doing DoorDash for about 2 years now. From what I've gathered is, when you get the order, you're supposed to make it as soon as possible. They said, no, you're 15 minutes early. You're not supposed to be here even yet. So I told him, I said, okay, so when I get the order, what do you expect me to do? Not show up? Not show up to the restaurant? That's my job. When I receive the order, I'm supposed to go straight to the restaurant. She's like, well, that's not what they told me, that you're supposed to wait 15 minutes. I said, who told you this? I started questioning her, you know, and she was getting mad, and she's like, sir, last time I was busy, this and that. I said, it doesn't matter. You guys are quick and fast. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Sorry guys, going through the drive-thru. Hopefully you can hear me. Or not the drive-thru, the quick whack car wash. So yeah, so I said, I've never heard of this before. Doordash tells me when I get the order, you guys get the order, you're supposed to make the order right away, because I'm already on the way. So that gives you plenty of time to cook the food, make it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cook the food, make it, and then by the time I get there, it should be ready. She's like, well, you're 15 minutes early, and our system says that we're not supposed to make it for another 15 minutes. And then the manager came up and was talking to me. She's like, hey, what's up, man? This and that. You know, shook my hand. He said, you all right now? And this and that. I said, look, man, I don't mean to complain or anything, but that order should have been done. And he didn't agree or disagree with me. But at the same time, he was just like listening to me. But he didn't. I said, when you guys get the order, you're supposed to make it as soon as possible. I told him that. I said, I still have to deliver the food. So, and I told him, it takes you guys, what, 2 minutes to make a burrito? 2 minutes, 1 minute to make a burrito bowl? Literally like seconds to make it. It doesn't take that long. You put the ingredients in there, roll it up, it's done. The food's already hot and fresh. It's already cooked. And he just didn't say nothing, but he's like, I understand what you're saying, I understand. I said, because I have an hour to deliver the food, but at the same time, I would like to be early if that's a possibility. I shouldn't have to take an hour to deliver Chipotle. That's ridiculous. People know how quick you guys make it. So why is it taking 30 or 40 minutes for you guys to receive the order and accept it and make it? It shouldn't take that long. It should only take 10 minutes, at most 15 minutes. I give you an extra 5 or 10 minutes. So it should only take about 15 minutes to make. So by the time I get there and wait 5 minutes, it should be done. The fact that I had to wait the first time 15 minutes for that order was BS, man. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Let me get out of here. Yeah, the fact that I had to wait I think it was longer than 15 minutes, but I don't know for sure. The fact that you had other customers or whatever you want to say, oh, it was busy, we had customers. BS. That DoorDash order came in 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. So I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it. That order should have been done already. I don't care how many customers you have. Just tell the customer that just walked in, give me 1 second, I have to make this online order. That's it. That's problem solved. You don't need to help 20 people first and then help me out. You know what I'm saying? What? Make the delivery, make the DoorDash delivery, get it out the way. So when I arrive, even if I arrive, let's just say you guys decide not to do it yet. That's fine. When I arrive, you should make it. Within 2 minutes after I pay, and I get my napkins, utensils for the customer, and the receipt or whatever, I come back, it should be done. That's okay. But that still didn't happen. When I arrived, you guys still put me on hold and still didn't even prepare it. You didn't even look at what the customer ordered. That's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. So I told him the second time I went, I told him that's unacceptable. So I don't know who told you that or why you're telling your employees that, and I don't know who the owner is or why you guys are doing that. I told him the one on Sutterville, when I arrive, it's ready. So as far as I'm concerned, every Chipotle that I've been to, the order's been ready except this location. So, as far as you guys saying you have to wait 15 minutes, that's a load of BS. And he said, okay, I understand. You know, I understand what you're saying. I said, you know, and he was just listening to me and nodding his head. So I don't know if he was understanding or if he was just trying to calm me down. He was just probably trying to calm me down. He was not listening to what I was saying. So he was just like, I understand what you're saying. And then finally I said, it's ridiculous. Like, the order's going to be late now. The second time I arrived, they started making it. I said, I'm here now. You guys should start making it. And that lady was like, oh, you're 15 minutes early. That's when I got mad and this and that. And then the owner came up to me and was talking to me and this and that. So I just said, you know, when you get the order, you're supposed to make it as soon as possible. So then when I called DoorDash later on, I wasn't even going to call them. But my better judgment came in. And I had a sense of, you know, care for the customer, care for my job. Because if you're delivering these Chipotle orders late, not only is your rating going to go bad, these customers are going to say, what the hell's wrong with Chipotle? They're not going to order Chipotle no more. You know, they're going to just do Postmate Chipotle or whatever. You know, they're going to be done with DoorDash. They're not going to necessarily blame Chipotle because they don't know it's Chipotle's fault. They're going to think it's DoorDash's fault. So that's what I'm saying. When you get a restaurant and they're messing around and they're not making the order and they tell you, sorry, you have to wait 10 minutes before we can even start putting chicken in that burrito. We can't even start on your order yet. Sorry, you're too early. If you get a response from the restaurant, that's a violation of DoorDash's terms. The restaurant agrees to DoorDash's terms. When you receive the order, you have to start making it as soon as possible. Because the driver only gets so much time to get to the restaurant and so much time to drop it off. We have an hour, sometimes less than that. So, as a matter of fact, that Chipotle on Capitol Mall is violating DoorDash's terms of service. So, and I talked to a representative last night. He sounded like actually a manager, and he said he wanted to get me on a conference call today. I don't know if that's going to happen, but he said, I think you need to talk to management. Like, you know, he's like, you're explaining this very well, and we've had other complaints from other drivers, but you're explaining it so well, and you know, you have some good ideas, and I like what you're saying. And I said, I'm just doing my job. I'm not trying to promote myself, or I'm not trying to make myself look good or anything, but sometimes I just know what to say, and I know what I'm saying when I say it. You know what I'm saying? So when I explained, like, they would not make the order, they didn't make the order, I explained that, you know, they told me I'm 15 minutes early, and that DoorDash representative said, no, that's unacceptable. You are never early to a restaurant. When you get there, that's exactly when you're supposed to get there. If you're a little early, if the order's not ready yet, then that's a different story. But if you're early and they tell you that we haven't started on the order yet, and we're not gonna start on it for another 10 minutes, he told me that's actually that's absolutely 100% unacceptable, and that's a violation of our terms of conditions. That's a violation of our contract with them. So when they contract with DoorDash, they have to abide by the rules, just like us. We have to abide by the rules. You know, make sure you're not late and all this stuff, and make sure the food's hot, fresh, nothing is missing. So they said, when they signed our terms of condition, they said that when they receive the order, they will make it as soon as possible. And we tell all the restaurants that. We've never told Chipotle or that branch or that location of Chipotle to wait 15 minutes. He told me that over the phone. I said, I knew it sounded kind of funny. I just wanted to report this. I just wanted to let you know what's going on, because I shouldn't have to wait more than 10 minutes. And not only that, the main concern is the customer. These customers are getting their orders late. He said, nope, that's unacceptable. He said, you're not in the wrong. You're 100% right. He said, not only that, you're the 20th report this week. Or you're like the 20th report. They said they've been getting a lot of reports this month and even this week. So there might have been a different, like, manager, or they might have switched. They might have told all the workers, all DoorDash orders don't make it for another 15 minutes. That's probably what they told them. And that representative said, nope, that's not what we told them. That is a violation of our agreement. I mean, what you're saying and what all these other reports are saying, we might even take them off the platform. I said, hey, look, you know, I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. They said, no, you're doing your job. When drivers don't report this, they're actually violating our terms of service. Because if you read the little tiny print, it says, any restaurant violating our terms of service, you have the right to report that to us, to Doordash, DoorDashInc.com or whatever, you know, the official name of the company. They told us that you are supposed to report that kind of stuff, and also you're supposed to report customers that are drunk or that are you think committing fraud with their card or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, the customer answers, it has to be the person that ordered. I mean, he told me a lot of stuff that I didn't even know. He said, so no, Michael, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So I was like, okay, cool. So he said, no, you're not in trouble. I mean, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And if other drivers don't report this and we find out, then we're gonna blame them for being late. So I said, oh, and he said, yeah. So if you're late to an order and you don't report why you're late, like, we can actually fire you for that. We can actually get you for that. I said, okay. He said, yeah, we usually don't do that because a lot of people are late and all this kind of stuff, and sometimes we don't have the manpower to look over everyone's account and see who's reporting why they're late and who's not reporting why they're late. But yes, in the end, once we have enough manpower, we're going to look over everyone's account, and whoever doesn't report why they're late, we're going to look at how many people are late, who's not reporting, who doesn't deliver the food, who's eating the food, who's not reporting on why they didn't deliver the food or why they're late or not late. We're going to look over all of that. So all the drivers that aren't reporting this stuff, they're in danger of getting deactivated. So I don't say this to like scare you guys, but this is your job. Like, if that restaurant is like taking their time, they're taking their sweet time, and you're going to be late, you are required to call DoorDash and tell them what's going on. You have to do that. These reports have to be made. Not only that, the restaurant can report us for whatever reason. So these reports have to be made, guys. This Chipotle is violating DoorDash's terms of service. Like he said, the management will call you, like the main management of DoorDash, like these, and he told me these guys are high level. Like, these guys own the company. These guys look in finances. These guys look at driver complaints. These guys look at merchant complaints. Like, these guys are like the top of the guys at DoorDash. So they said they may or may not call you because, you know, this is very important to us. A restaurant that's violating our terms of service, he said, do you think we need their service? Do you think we need their business? They said, the Chipotle on Sutterville is fine. They make the order right away. So we'd rather work with them. We don't want to work with Capital on Chipotle on Capitol Mall and 18th. We don't want to work with them. But they said we might not deactivate them. We just might give them a firm talking to, and maybe that's all it's going to take. But, you know, we're going to have them call you tomorrow, and we're going to get your statement. We already have your statement here, and you know, you were very clear and you were very, you know, precise with your words, and, you know, I appreciate that. And so we're gonna forward this to the management, maybe even the CEO if he has time, and we're gonna look into this, because drivers that don't report this, they're in danger of getting deactivated themselves. So if you're late to an order and you don't report it, you could be deactivated as well. So Dashers, if you have a restaurant and they're taking their time, and you're going to be late, you have to report that right away, or DoorDash is going to blame you. And guess what? If you're late too many times and you don't report that, because if you report it, it doesn't go against your record. It doesn't go against your rating. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told me. He said, nope, you won't be reported. This won't go against your rating. As long as you report this kind of stuff, that looks good on your end. So the Dashers that don't communicate with us and report this kind of stuff, they will get deactivated. So they said, Michael, don't worry, you won't be deactivated. But these other Dashers, they're going to be deactivated. So guys, when you get a restaurant and they don't come out, they don't make the order right away, they're taking their time, you have to report that. Not only for the company, for other Dashers, not only for yourself, but for the customer. You know, if you keep delivering late to the customer, we're going to lose customers. And then DoorDash is going to lose money, then we're going to lose money. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if these guys are late and they're taking their time, you have to report these restaurants. Like, it doesn't matter who they are. McDonald's, Chipotle, a sit-down restaurant, doesn't matter how fancy or how ghetto. It doesn't matter if it's fast food or doesn't matter. You're supposed to report all restaurants that are making these orders late, or you as a Dasher will get fired. They told me that over the phone. So they said, not to worry, Mike. You're doing your job. I want to thank you. I'm going to give you a good review on this. I'm going to update your account, and you may get a call tomorrow. But don't worry. Everything's good. Everything's A-okay. We just want to get you maybe a second interview. You might even be on a conference call with the main guy, the CEO. But he said he's in Asia or something right now, or doing something over there, so he may not have time. But at the same time, you know, this is very important to us. You know what I'm saying? All cities are important. You know, it doesn't matter how little you are. If you're just a lone Dasher in a small town, like he told me, you matter. Like, your input matters. He said, we're a $4 billion company, and we're going to start changing things around. We're going to start caring about the drivers. We're going to care about these reports. Like, we're going to change everything. So I said, okay, that's cool. So seriously, guys, Chipotle on Capitol Mall, if they keep taking their time, you have to call them. You have to call DoorDash and report that. Because enough reports, they're going to get in trouble. They're going to call the main manager, not the manager, but the owner of that restaurant. Whoever owns that franchise on Capitol Mall on 18th, that Chipotle, they will get a direct call on their cell phone or their main work phone. And they'll get a call from freaking DoorDash's main CEO. And he'll say, hey, this has to knock it off right now, or you're done. Like, these restaurants think they can do whatever they want, but they can't. There's repercussions for making these orders late. And if you don't want to get in trouble, you better report them. Because if you're late and you don't report it, you can get deactivated. So, guys, this is very important. I really needed to make this video. This is very important for all Dashers, for DoorDash, for the customers, and even for the restaurants. Like, you cannot be taking your time making the order. You've got to be making it right away. And you can't be making these orders late, or you will be deactivated too. These restaurants can be taken off the app. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to lose business, you got to make sure that you're making these orders. You get to receive the order, you accept it, start making it, you know. And Dashers, if these restaurants are taking their time and they're not making the order, you better report that, or in the long run, you may or may not get deactivated for not reporting these problems. Like, if there's any issues, you are required to, in the terms of service, you are required to report it. So it's very important that you report all issues to DoorDash, so that, you know, everyone can have a smooth transaction. You know what I'm saying? So seriously, report these problems, report these issues, and